Hey guys, so it has been roughly, 1 year, and some change since I combed out my locks and went loose natural for all of you, and I've learned quite a bit, and I want to make this quick video. Well, it's not, I shouldn't say quick. I want to make this video to talk about the things that I've learned 1 year and some change post lock, and just kind of let y'all know how I'm feeling about it, so let's do it. Post locks, how do I feel about it? I feel pretty good about it. The main reason why I combed out my locks was, once again, I was going through this phase in my life where I just felt like it's time to change. This journey is over and I need to start a new one. I was just really interested in seeing what my natural texture was, because I really didn't know. I had gone straight from transitioning styles into locks, and I felt like knowing really truly what my hair texture was would help me, if I decided to go back to locks, maintain them better and care for my hair better and have better hair health overall, blah blah blah, yada yada. Lessons learned in this first year and of being natural. I have learned quite a bit, and not only my own hair, but just navigating the natural hair world as it is. I feel like now, especially compared to even like 2 years ago, the natural hair community has really expanded so much, and there's so much help you can find. There's so many people that are self-publishing books now, and there's so many people that have amazing blogs about it, amazing vlogs, hair tutorials. Now it's really awesome, and it's really like a deluge of information, and that's pretty cool, which can help but can also kind of hinder you as well. So for me, I kind of realized relatively early on that if we're going to put a hair typing system to it, I was somewhere around 4B, 4C, where I had sections of my hair that had defined very tight S-curl patterns, but some of the back of my hair didn't, and like the front didn't. So I categorized myself as 4B, 4C and started looking for websites and tutorials and hair care routines and regimens that catered to that. A big lesson that I learned was, just because you find someone that has a similar texture hair to you, that doesn't mean that their regimen is necessarily going to work for you. I think that's a good place to start, finding people that have similar hair texture to yours, but I feel like you should take everything that you learn about natural hair in general with a grain of salt. For example, one thing I thought that would really work for me was the whole idea of using heavy creams to seal in moisture on my hair, because it's 4B, 4C, and the status quo is that usually that hair type doesn't hold moisture very well, and so on and so forth. And so that's what I did. And I slowly began to realize that wasn't helping my hair at all. And it really, actually, the real reason that my hair felt dry wasn't necessarily because it wasn't moisturizing it correctly. It was more because my scalp was just dry. I would moisturize my hair, and the next day, my hair felt great, but the first inch or so felt really dry. And so I realized, wow, I need to go back to old school days of moisturizing my scalp with some type of oil and water, right? And now my hair stays moisturized like an extra 3 days. It's crazy. I learned, don't assume you know the porosity of your hair. Do the tests on your hair. The water actually kind of sat on top of it. I really had to rub it in to get it to go in. And that was when I realized, let me do a porosity test, like real talk, let's just do a test. And when I did, I realized, oh my gosh, my hair porosity is relatively low to normal, somewhere in there. So, which takes me back to why I realized I didn't need to use heavy creams and butters to moisturize my hair. I realized pretty early on that whether my hair was dry, whether it was wet, whether I had a conditioner in it, whether I didn't, that having a comb was not going to help. No matter how far apart the little teeth are or anything, combs are not for me, man. If I am in that length retention, trying to get that shoulder bra strap length going, combs are not for me. And I'm okay with that. Every now and then I'll try a comb just to make sure, and I'm horribly disappointed. Another thing I learned, I am scissor happy. One thing that I've learned 1 year post locks is that I trim my hair way too much. So much so that in this first year, it probably only grew. I mean, it grew a lot, but I only really retained probably about 2 inches or so from this first year of not having my locks anymore. Just because I think I didn't really quite understand what split ends looked like and so on and so forth. So I trimmed in this one first year of not having locks, I trimmed my hair about 6 times, 7 times. It was a lot. Natural remedies for dandruff and shampoo don't work long term for me. I tried tea tree oil, I tried apple cider vinegar, I tried baking soda for a little while. I tried Dr. Bronner's magic soap for a little while. I tried all sorts of different, relatively natural remedies, right? And I have found that the only thing that really works and keeps the dandruff in check, man, is good old Head and Shoulders. So that's my other thing that I would like to recommend to people. Being natural is great, and trying to solve whatever problems you have with kind of this whole, I guess, I don't know what it'd be called, holistic remedies is good. I think that's definitely worth trying before you go to something more medicated. But if the holistic remedies or the natural remedies aren't working, go to something more medicated. Don't feel like you are betraying the natural hair community because of something. And my final thing that I've learned, the final thing that I have taken away from with being natural is pH balance. I cannot stress that enough. The thing that I figured out that really kept my hair moisturized longer was finding products that were, or creating products that were pH balanced. So yeah. So 1 year post locks, what do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm doing a decent job of being post-locked, or are y'all like, you're horribly ugly now without your locks, and why are you even talking to us now? We have forsaken you. Let me know. Send me a message. Leave a comment. Positive or negative. I don't care. And I will see them all. See you around life. Happy Turkey Day. It's coming up. And yeah. Peace and love.